We're practicing our social distancing today out on the kayak. And it's the first trip of the kayak 2020. There's nobody else out here except for the birdies. You hear the birds?
Yeah.
It's beautiful today.
Yeah.
We already saw one heron. We got really close to him, and then he flew away. And do you know what other animals are on this pond, Bentley?
Turtle.
Turtles, frogs,
Frog.
fishies,
Fishy.
and there's another bird that lives, well, there's two bald eagles that live here. Bald eagles are really special birds.
And what are them?
Bald eagles?
Yeah.
Do you remember the state that we live in?
What?
Vermont. And Vermont is in a bigger place called the United States. And the United States decided that the bald eagle is their bird. And there's two of them that live up here. Maybe we'll be able to see one. That would be cool. You ready to do some more rowing?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey folks, I hope everybody is doing well and staying healthy with the virus that is still going around. And I'm sure, like many of you, I've had a lot of downtime to kind of bum around my workshop and get some of my metal detecting gear in order. I don't think I've ever actually mentioned this in a video, but a lot of people spot it in my back pocket and ask what it is. And I always am carrying this. This is just a field book. It's one of these. It's just a pad of paper, blank paper, that I covered in leather to make it a little bit more robust for getting wet and being out in the woods. And I use this for keeping track of the things that I find, where I found it in reference to the home site or wherever it is I may be, both for my records at home. If I am able to bring some of these artifacts home, I keep track of where I found it and the notes that I've taken and the GPS points of where I found it. But also it's very helpful for editing the videos so that I can see, how much I found that day, the order I found things, and of course any notes that I might take throughout the day. But what we're going to do today is we're going to make a new one of these because the pad of paper is almost full and this it's falling apart for being in my back pocket for this was about half of this last year. And we're going to try to come up with a better way of keeping this on here instead of just a couple rivets through the paper cover that these things have, because it didn't really work out for me. So we're going to start fresh with this one, get it ready for the 2020 metal detecting season. So you have to excuse the mess, but this is my stock of leather. I've got some really thin stuff that was gifted to me, but I think that I'm going to go with the stuff that I use for coating the bottles that I sell on the website. It's veg tan and it's undyed, and there's some sections on here which have a lot of scars that I've been working around because I didn't want to put that on a customer's bottle, but I don't care at all. You can see here there's a big scar where the cow would have rubbed up against a barbed wire fence or something. So we're going to use that. It'll give a little character too. But we're gonna dye this first. All done. It's a little rough around the edges. I'm still getting used to my new sewing machine, and I don't quite have the tensions right, and the foot needs to be worked on because it kind of leaves marks on the leather, but it's a lot faster than saddle stitching, that's for sure. Overall, I think that this is going to hold up a lot better than this one did. Like I said before, the only thing holding the leather to the paper cover was these two rivets, and it fell apart almost immediately. But this one is going to be a lot more sturdy. I was thinking about putting like a little loop here for the pen, and you know, so you could kind of stick the pen in here. But I got thinking about it, and I really kind of like the way I was using this old one. Even though it was falling apart, I usually only use one page a day, and I'll kind of put the cap on the inside of the opposite page, and that, you know, it's like a bookmark. I've been thinking about like making the reusable covers, because obviously when this book is done, you know, it's the cover can't come off. But that's going to add 1/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch around all of the edges, and this is like the perfect size to slip in my back pocket. So even though I'm not going to be able to reuse this cover, I think this is still kind of the way to go. And you can see I got the logo on there. Let me know if you folks might be interested in these. I can make them for sale on my website, which is gmmd.us. I can do it with or without my logo on it. But the thing is it spent almost an hour making this thing, and the books themselves are a few bucks, and I don't think it would be really worth what I would have to charge to make it worth my while with shipping and everything. But let me know if you want something similar to this. Let me know, and I'll consider making more. I love, you know, making stuff with my hands. This is the perfect time to do it. Not much to do out in the world. Throw this in my bag with the rest of my gear. Frogs are waking up. They are frozen solid all winter down in the mud, and then if it's warm enough they thaw out, and now they're all singing their song. It's the end of another long unsuccessful metal detecting day. It's the third one in a row. It's hard to get to other people's properties right now because of the virus and stuff, so I went to a very long-standing mission that I've been to 100 times, and didn't find enough stuff for a video, fortunately. So I'm gonna listen to these frogs for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna head home. I'm on my 4-wheeler today, and introduce you folks to a new member of the family. I won't say much more. We'll head home, and we'll see if we can get him to cooperate for the camera. Hey, kid. Hey, Mama. Where did I go? I went to look for treasure.
Up there?
Yeah, up there. A ways. You think I found any?
Yeah.
No, not today.
What letter did we learn about? And I didn't know.
You made a narwhal for the letter N. Homeschool teacher's doing good. I think we cleaned up.
It's quiet in the bedroom. He's snoring.
He's snoring?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go meet him in a minute. This weekend, just bummed around the house some more. And we got the garden tilled, but we haven't put the compost in yet, so we're gonna have to till it a second time. Gonna be good. We're gonna get some fabric because we are not able to stay on top of the weeding, so we're gonna lay down some of that black cloth. And also, this weekend we installed this rain barrel, which we got this winter. Put this guy in. This is still kinked up, but once it warms up, that'll go away. And got a bunch of rain yesterday, so it's already full, ready to water the garden. Just need a hose that's the right size. All right, I'm gonna go inside and Show everybody the new family member.
Billy, show Dad your hands.
All right, look like mine. This is Moose. Moose is 11. Hey Moose. Where's your new buddy? Don't touch anything. Hi. This is Bandit. We got Bandit this weekend. We had 2 cats, and one of them passed away this last month. He was very, very sick when he was a kitten, and the vet told us that he had like 6 months to live, and he lived another 8.5 years, which we were grateful for, but he finally passed on, and we waited a while, decided to get a new little guy. It's funny, because of the virus, we didn't really get to meet or like play with any kittens beforehand. We just kind of like got one from a friend who fosters them, and we met in a parking lot, and it was very much like a drug deal. He gave us the kitten, we gave him a check, and we adopted a little baby boy. His name is Bandit because he's an escape artist, and he's always getting in places he's not supposed to, stealing Moose's toys. Huh? Hi, Moosey. You're pretty too. All right, folks, we're gonna spend another week quarantining here, and I'm gonna try to get out metal detecting hopefully again this week, because I need a success pretty soon. And Wednesday I have a little Skype interview with a metal detecting company. Not gonna say anything else because it might not go anywhere, but we'll see. See you later. Thanks again for watching.